Yes po, Sir Bong. Actually, Sir Bong, we're actually looking for an avenue that we can actually talk with the Dutch media kasi sobra na po ang pamimeke ng news, yung wrong information that they have. Especially, I would really name drop NPO. For example, the narrative that they actually tell the people about Rodrigo Duterte, President Rodrigo Duterte, is not really true. I was na ano talaga kahapon, parang nanginginig talaga ako after I had that conversation with that person kasi parang that's not right. We're not paid. Hindi kami pumunta dito because honestly, I come from a place here in the Netherlands which is 2 hours away from the detention by commute. 2 hours yung tinatravel ko. I think Alvin also comes from nasa north siya, ako naman nasa south. And to tell us na bayad kami after how many days kaming pabalik-balik sa The Hague is very insulting, not just like personally insulting but also insulting our intellect na you're saying that we're stupid and we're being paid for to go here. Parang that's also really below the belt. I was even told kanina ng kababayan natin na I can actually file I think malicious case.
Malicious case.
Yeah, I can actually file a case sa police about that because that is a very malicious statement. Wala siyang evidence na we are being paid for to go there para sa mga kababayan natin doon. So we will make the Duterte Street in Dutch term gezellig, which means cozy. Gagawin natin cozy ang Dutch ang Duterte Street, and we will make it look nice para how we advertise to the world that our genuine support for PRRD is not a joke. It's not for nothing, and Filipinos are really behind PRRD kasi he was behind us as well. My toilet, no po, we don't have a toilet yet, but we are already having a discussion on how we can actually procure a toilet para sa lugar. But as for the moment, wala po kaming toilet. Basurahan lang. Kumuha pa ako ng isang basurahan kahapon doon sa because we asked if it's allowed, then they said, yung police naman nagsabi na it's allowed to get one trash bin. So kumuha kami ng isa. Kung maka-request kami ng toilet, I don't know ma'am, because last time kasi ang nag-request ng toilet for us is ang police. Sila po ang nag-request ng toilet para sa atin doon sa may Duterte Park. Now that we move to the Duterte Street, yun po, hindi namin alam kung magbigay pa ulit ang municipal sa amin ng toilet. But kung pwede naman na tayo na lang mag-provide. Si Alvin, yes po, after his work, I think mga 3 PM pa po, Central Europe time. So, yun po. So for now, we really want to focus on how to make the place na Duterte Street a more a livable space for our kababayans, especially in the Netherlands. Ano ma'am Gino, ang weather, what we call is papalit-palit ang weather. So sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's raining, sometimes mainit. So welfare ng mga kababayan sa atin dapat ang mauna when it comes to that. Yes. So malapit na kami makabalik sa Duterte Park. After that, we're going to set up ng tents natin. And then, Duterte Street. And then we're gonna set up our tents. Tapos, I don't know if I can pursue and continue with the live. Kasi, as I've said nga before, hindi naman ako sanay mag-live. Ang kausap ko lang sa phone palagi is my family. And, sa ganyan. Pag di nila binigyan ng Dixie, maghukay tayo doon. Pwede na, hindi naman kailangan po maghukay kasi may mga talahib naman po. Pwede naman siguro matawag doon. Release. Yes, unpass, nay. Plus. Yeah. Yes po. Yes, final na po sa Duterte Street kasi we talked with the police kahapon. Sabi naman ng police, sabi namin pag nandito na kami sa Duterte Street, wala na kayong reklamo, wala na may magreklamo. Sabi naman wala na daw magreklamo kasi doon na daw tayo sa Duterte Street. So, mga Pilipino tayo, kahit saan tayo ilagay, we will thrive. We will thrive talaga. Alam mo, kahit yung mga Pilipino kahit sa kalsada nakakapagtayo ng bahay, sa kalsada nakakapag-business. 'Di ba? Street food, Filipino street food. Sa kalsada may bahay, nakakapagtayo ng bahay. So, how much more na nandito tayo, malakas tayo dito. Hindi basa-basa ang Pilipino dito. So gusto din namin na maging maganda yung lugar doon sa may Duterte Street kasi kahapon nga, as I don't know if some of you na napanood ninyo yung live ni Michael King na nakipagsagutan ako doon sa isang babae na sabi niya ano daw tayo, mga bayad daw tayo, we're being paid to go there to support PRRD. That is something that we have to prove them wrong because never an inch, never a cent I was paid by PRRD. I've been supporting the president since 2016 and never I have ever received a single centavo from the president. And I believe as well na hindi lang ako, madami tayong mga Pilipino na tumutulong. Si Ma'am Jean, for example, she paid her gas. Mahal ang gas dito, di ba? the gas itself here, sobrang mahal. But she, even if I pay for her gas, her car, she lent it to us para lang sa service of kay PRRD. So yeah, we have to prove the people here na hindi tayo bayad because I have received an information that some of the anti-Dutertes are really mobilizing and also telling the people here na nandito mismo, yung mga locals, na yung mga pro-Duterte na sumusuport kay PRRD ay mga bayad. So, hindi tayo bayad and we have to show them that we are capable to support the president without even the president asking for it, because our genuine love and support for him is really there from the beginning. Yes, magdala kami ng placard po. Actually, we have already requested ng mga banners. So we're just waiting for it na magdating. Tapos ilalagay namin doon sa English left me. Fence. Yeah, sa barricade. Yeah, sa barricades. Ilalagay namin sa barricades ang mga banners na hindi tayo bayad. Yes, actually hilas siya, parang nakakaano na sabihan tayo na nabayad kasi tapos sabi pa nung kahapon, na according sa Dutch media, si PRRD is murderous. That is a narrative that we have to change because that is far from the truth. Hindi totoo yan. That's why we have to tell everybody as well, especially in the West. Because most of them are brainwashed by the media. And that is something that we have to change. Yung narrative nila. Yes po, si Ate Marivic, yes, I think si Ate Marivic is going na there. The Duterte kitchen yan siya. Yes po, mag-iingat pa rin kami doon. I think it's we've made the barricades really stable there. So yeah, I think they are really, I don't know. You can't really enforce critical thinking towards someone that already is poisoned by prejudice. So yun din ang ano natin. Kailangan natin ma-change ang narrative because the narrative that they were fed was wrong. That's why we also have to say and educate people. Alam nyo kasi the struggle for us here, especially here in the Netherlands, the ones that has penetrated the academe, we already know. So hindi ko na lang sasabihin kung paano namin siya we have to fight back, but we have to fight back with it. Ma'am Nona, yes po, I also didn't know personally PRRD when he started politics. I only really saw his like goodwill in 2015 I think, and then sunod-sunod na yung support ko sa kanya, and I campaigned for him in 2016. He is and was the first president that I ever voted, and then yun na, first and last actually. After that, hindi ako na budol ni Bongbong Marcos. Kasi hindi ko naman siya binoto, and I was even hesitant to campaign for him during that time. But yeah, actually I'm really happy that Ma'am Jean, may mga kababayan pa rin na dumadating.
Oo, may mga bayan.
Kanina taga-Ireland, kahapon Ireland din. Actually Belgium as well pumunta.
Merong Belgium. Okay, so everyday din naman yung mga tao doon.
Everyday.
Bumabalik ba kahit saan sa ang dulo ng Europa or Asia or America.
Oo, and hindi sila bayad ha. Actually, there are also people from Canada. Tapos to tell people na pumupunta dyan to support Duterte na bayad all the way, like all over the world. I think you really have the guts to, I mean, you're more than stupid to actually not decipher or understand that someone can have that support for somebody without being paid for. Kung taga Hawaii ka, pupunta ka dito sa may Netherlands para lang bisitahin si PRD kahit hindi mo siya makita in person. Bayad ba ang tawag dyan? 'Di ba?
That's love.
That's love. You can't even see the person, it's inside, but you're happy to be there outside just to, show your support. Kahit galing ka pa ng Hawaii, all the way from even, I would just say that even people from Australia, did you know that Australia is the farthest country from the Netherlands?
Yes.
Australia or New Zealand. People from Australia still come here para lang makita ang lugar kung nasaan si PRD. People are being emotional. Even to the point of naiiyak na sila. Yes po, Sir Bong. Actually, Sir Bong, we're actually looking for an avenue that we can actually talk with the Dutch media kasi sobra na po ang pamimeke ng news, yung wrong information that they have. Especially, I would really name drop NPO. For example, the narrative that they actually tell the people about Rodrigo Duterte, Rodrigo Duterte is not really true. It's okay. Salamat sa yes po. Thank you. Actually, you don't have to thank us because hindi naman siya parang you're not asking favor from us kasi hindi to siya favor na binibigay namin. Actually, it's us. So that's why we also ask everybody na kung gusto niyo pumunta and gusto niyo you want to be there, be present. Actually, your presence is already enough. Just go there, talk to our kababayans, have your photos na to show support na nandun kayo sa lugar kung saan illegally placed si PRRD. That's why I had to tell somebody yesterday that sabi ko sa kanya, yung babae, na you have no idea that how big this is for us Filipinos, because someone from the Philippines, our former president, is illegally held captive right behind your houses. Kasi kung kami lang, kung we are not here for you, hindi naman kayo ang pinunta namin dito. We're here because si PRRD ang pinunta namin dito. Did you think na pag wala si PRRD dyan, nandito kami? Actually, wala kami dyan. Nandun kami sa kanya-kanya naming bahay. We also have our own work. We also have our own duties to fulfill. Pero just because PRRD is here, nandyan kami. But then again, it's really hard because some of the people that are here, we all know that there's neo-colonialism that's actually happening. The ICC is just really, if you actually try to check the ICC's page, yung nakalagay doon is kung ilan yung mga napakulong nila, ilan yung cases na napanalo nila, and if you look at it, most of the people that are actually detained sa ICC are from the poor countries, the third world countries even. So I don't know, I really don't know what to think about it. Hindi nga nila mahuli-huli si Netanyahu, in which case there's really big protests for Gaza, for, you know, stuff like that. Pero an 80-year-old man who literally is adored by millions of Filipinos nasa loob ng ICC. Yes, Sir Giancarlo Zara. Yes po. The bottom line, wala jud sila katungod nga diha yes, wala jud sila wala talaga silang karapatan na litisin si PRRD dito, because first of all, we are not already part of the ICC, and second, we have a justice system that fully works. We all know that ICC is only there to actually act as a court for countries that are stateless, yung wala na silang last resort for litigation or whatever or whatnot. But Philippines has a justice system and a court that actually works.
Well, ICC has to have a case because they're under sanctions, so they need fundings. So, and PRD is the bait. So it's,
yeah, exactly.
It's the bait.
Exactly. That is why what I said, if you actually try to check the ICC's page, kailangan ang gusto lang nila talaga is magkaroon sila ng mga cases, because yun ang kanilang poster. They're selling their service as someone that is really working, but as we all know, they really think that people are stupid and not able to decipher what they're actually doing. We know what they're doing. PRRD is their whipping boy now, because we all know Hungary already withdraw their support for ICC, and in no time other countries will follow not to support ICC because technically it's a court that's very, I don't know, non-working. Hindi naman siya useful because again, like what they did to the Philippines. Philippines is a sovereign country. That's what I always tell everyone. Even if may magtatanong sa akin na Dutch citizen here, I always say that our country is a sovereign country, and any other country or any other court outside the Philippines has no right to actually put someone into under their jurisdiction kasi we have a working justice system in the Philippines. Ikaw ba mismo, sinasabi ko sa kanila, ikaw as a Dutch person, for example, kinuha ka ng mga Pilipino, tapos dinala ka namin doon sa Pilipinas, tapos ikulong ka namin doon kasi sabihin namin na ang country nyo walang working justice system, magpayag ka, di ba? Hindi. So they will also know and that is why, and that is what we also have to tell the people, lalo na tayo nandito sa abroad, kasi they don't know what is actually really going on, especially with the woman yesterday that I talked to. She's never even been to the Philippines, and she has the audacity to actually tell me that we are there because we're paid. Wala siya, Kuya T. Sagpaon ako sa korat.